So the Sui dynasty is what essentially paved way for the Tang dynasty. The Sui dynasty led a series of failed military attacks, thus leaving the country in ruins, which is where we pick up with the Tang dynasty. The Tang dynasty was founded by Li Yan. Li Yan had Confucianist values and incorporated Buddhist culture into his ruling. He led a strong military organization and built a capital at Chang'an.
The Tang dynasty's foundation was built by Li Han with his son Taizong. They also completed the repairs of the Great Wall of China.
Yeah! Woo! Early Tang emperors rebuilt the bureaucracy with most of the scholarly gentry class filling most of the high government positions. They also introduced other culture values such as the code of honor. Many lived by this and still do to this day. This code of honor was never truly physical, but more of a common knowledge, passed on with expectations in the family. One way to show this honor and respect was known as the katao, a bow where the nose touches the ground and they go all the way down.
The Tang dynasty held checks on the higher class people by establishing the equal field system. This kept one family from becoming too powerful. The system established that 1/5 of a farmer's land would be hereditary when he died, and the rest would belong to the government, thus giving the lower class people a leveled chance, which further prevented revolts and fights upon the empire. The Tang Empire flexed their power by creating one of the largest cities in the world at the time, their capital Chang'an. Its popularity was due to it being a hub of vast trade networks at the eastern end of the Silk Road.
Tang China culture took after the dynasties that once ruled China before, and these dynasties still inflict the culture of China to this day. As a strong believer in Confucian values, they established Confucianism-based exams for the bureaucratic leaders. Another thing they valued was the literature aspect of their culture, as poetry was not only desirable, but it was essential to be a gentleman, and without the ability, one was not found desirable. In fact, the ability to write poetry was necessary for passing the civil service examinations.
This entire time of the Tang dynasty was known as the Golden Age of China. It was a period of economic power and cultural and technological advancements, as well as developments in art and literature. During this period, Buddhism became the prominent religion in China, as it still is today. This golden age was mostly due to the increase in trade routes during the 7th and 8th centuries, such as the Silk Road, which ended in the Tang capital, Chang'an, and the many other routes that branched off of it, connecting China to pretty much everywhere in Afro-Eurasia.
The decline in the Tang dynasty began in the 700s. The decline was instigated by the neglectful leaders they had for centuries on end. They also had problems on the northern borders. They were just not guarded properly at the end of the dynasty era. One of the groups that caused this stress on the dynasty was the Turkish nomadic group, the Uyghurs. In 907, the Tang dynasty emperor finally just abdicated his position, and this led way for the Song